this is going to be how to increase with yarn overs when you're doing raglan increases. The raglan increase is 2 increases after one another, and they create a line in your work. So the pattern here would be this. Knit up until the next yarn marker, and that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just knitting all of these stitches, and as you can see, I placed a red yarn marker a little bit further along. So the increase we're going to do is going to produce 2 holes, because that is what a yarn over does, and then we are going to have a stitch in between which travels all through the work. So it's going to be, well, a braid in the middle of these 2 holes, if that makes sense. So now we're at the yarn marker, and I'm just going to put the yarn on my needle. So that is 1 yarn over. Then I will slip the yarn marker. The stitch on the other side of the yarn marker is going to be the center stitch of these increases. So in between the 2 holes, there's going to be this stitch. So I'm just knitting that. Or trying to. Anyway. Here we are. And then I am going to yarn over on the other side here. So just put the yarn in front of my needle. Now I've increased 2, and then I am going to knit the remaining stitches. And normally in any type of raglan, you'll have 4 places where you have to do the raglan increase. So you'll have 4 yarn markers, and you will just repeat this on those. You might work in the round, so you won't have to do a wrong side row, but here I am just going to turn and show you what the wrong side row looks like. If you are working in the round, you'll have to do a right side row, and you'll do exactly the same. So picking up these yarn overs is just knitting them, and I will show you that here. So now we are on the back. And I'm just going to purl all the stitches here on the back, and I'll just show you once what the wrong side looks like so that you've seen it. Because it does look different when you knit or purl a yarn over. So this is the yarn over, and I am just going to purl it. This is my center stitch, and again I'm just going to purl that. Then I will slip the marker, and then I'll purl the other stitch. And you'll see here that it does produce this very big hole, especially in this giant yarn. It does produce this very big hole underneath the stitch where we do the yarn over, because it's not a part of the original fabric. And of course you could use yarn overs for lacy things, but it's also sort of a way of highlighting these increases, and it does make a very graphic statement on a sweater or shawl, in order to sort of highlight the increases. And this is not something that came from my desk, actually. This was in the yarn. Does this ever happen to you? It's just like there's there's hay in the yarn. It's super weird. And again, I am at the end, and I'm going to turn my work. And this is again a place where you might be working in the round, so you might have just finished a round, not had to turn a row. I will show you this again, but I will cut it a little closer, I think, so you don't have to see me knit all of these stitches. So I'll just show the making of the raglan increase a couple more times.